Hello, my loves. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that I believe everybody in my community needs to hear right now, and that is divine timing. Now, in my Quantum Jump mastermind, this is what we actually completed this last week. But some of the awareness and the aha moments that have come out of this Quantum Jump mastermind, I really want to share with you today because I feel that everybody should hear this. Because I think it is going to support you. Now, we've all heard the phrase, oh, it will happen when it's meant to happen, or, what's meant to be is meant to be, it will happen when it's the right time, etc. Well, what does that actually mean? And more importantly, how can we align being in the right place, right time, the right timing, etc., divine timing? How can we align it with our own lives? Okay. So I believe that divine timing isn't just some spiritual, fluffy woo-woo thing. It's actually part of some of the laws of creation, and I'll talk about the laws in a moment. But what I truly believe is that we didn't come here randomly. We signed up to be here at this time, in this place, on the certain land, wherever we are in the world. We came here for a reason and we signed up for it. So we came as sparks of source, guided and in some cases pre-planned, to experience not only our own certain lessons, opportunities and soul connections, but also part of helping the earth with her divine timing as well. Now, I know some of you listening to this, or whoever has just found this random video, we are part of soul families. We are part of, whether we're light workers, starseed, grid workers, energy workers, healers, etc. We have all signed up to be here at this time. We're part of a bigger soul family. And when the time is right, we find the right people at the right time. And you might have been experiencing that, or you're going to be experiencing it next year. We get drawn back together, not a second too early and certainly not a second too late. What was interesting for me was at the beginning of the year, I was told to create a spiritual book club. And this spiritual book club, when I started it was bringing soul family members together. And I found it wonderful. And that's really going to help us connect this year, but also help us next year when we hit a one number numerologically. Number next year is a 1. We're in a 9 at the moment, so 9s are all endings and completions, and 9s really help us to get to the end of spiritual mastery as well. And next year is going to be a 1 number, so it's all new beginnings. And the spiritual book club was enabling me to be able to bring people together that needed to find each other. So we are here at this moment in time for a reason, a season and a lifetime. So the earth itself is also going through a divine timing at this moment in time. And we're just coming into September. What date are we today? We're the 29th of August, 2025. And we are, we've got the last quarter of the year coming in. So the universe is really starting to push us in what we need to let go of. So you might have found this year that, information, synchronicities, signs or feelings of this needs to go. And sometimes we're very good at ignoring that and burying our head in the sand. What I'm going to say to you is, through this next eclipse season, over these next few weeks, especially around in September, the energies around September is supporting us and telling us, you really need to let this go, or this really needs to change in your life. But this deep energy, this deep knowing, allow the knowing to come in that you are supported in making those decisions. Don't be scared, okay? It's divine timing, and you signed up for this before we came. So Earth is also go through that divine timing, as in we are moving from the 3D paradigm to the 5D paradigm. We are ascending in consciousness, And we're doing it quicker than we thought, because a lot of people are coming online with their spiritual awakenings, understanding, the codes are going off, the light codes are coming in, but also as our soul families are doing the inner work, it's having a energetic upgrade for others in their soul family doing the work or coming online. So it's having a beautiful ripple effect throughout the planet. That's really interesting as well. So one person, releasing, old vows and codes and karmic codes around poverty and sacrifice and struggle is going to have a ripple effect on someone else in the soul family having that awakening and that realization as well. So it's beautiful. I also want to share that when we try and push against this, it's our ego's way of trying to create friction in our life. So when we feel that we're stuck, or realizations or situations come about, it's just showing the resistance that's there that needs to be cleared and changed, because life doesn't punish us. Okay, if you feel that life is punishing you, then I would suggest that there's some healing or some clearing that needs to take place. And sometimes when things haven't happened, haven't dropped in, it's because we're not ready yet. So just hold the faith in that. So when resistance shows up, resistance isn't about failure, it's feedback. The ego lives in time and the soul lives in truth. Your ego will always tell you that you're behind, that you're not good enough, that you should do this and that you shouldn't be doing that, and all the other stories that our ego likes to talk to us about. And it was interesting because in week 1 of Quantum Jump Mastermind, that's what we were working through. Behind the scenes, we were working through resistance and we were working through self-sabotage, and we went straight in there, and not holding back on that, because when we know it's just resistance and ego, we know on the other side that the jump and the leap and the transformation is amazing. And it just shows up. It's just one of those things that happens. Okay. And the sooner we understand that the resistance and the self-sabotage is there, the easier it is to say, okay, I'm letting that go and I'm still moving through. So it's called surrender. The laws that are governed to help us with divine timing or understand divine timing is the law of alignment. So you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you're aligned with. And divine timing makes sure you become the version of yourself that can actually hold what you're asking for. We've also got the law of preparation. So life doesn't withhold, it prepares you. What that looks like can sometimes be delay, because the universe is training you to sustain your next level. So that's showing up. That was showing up for me last week in wanting to rest more, sleep and rest, and also doing a bit of a detox and a cleanse. Yep, there's I call it pond water. So for about 10 days, I was detoxing and cleansing with my minerals at the moment. Hence, I've only drunk half of that, is because I don't need it. I'm at that vibrational frequency, okay, and I don't need that anymore. Maybe in a few weeks I'll go back onto my pond water. No, it's joking side. It's not pond water, okay. It's actually minerals and B vitamins and things like that in there. So please don't go and drink pond water, just so you know. So sometimes the preparation is solely guided, right? So it could be sleep, it could be rest, it could be take action, it could be go here, go there, speak to this person, do this, do that, or it might be do nothing at all. Okay, so the law of preparation, it doesn't withhold, it prepares you ready for that next level. Then we've got the law of resonance. So resonance, visualization, this is one of my favorite things, and I do a lot with my clients, my private clients, in sessions and in teachings as well, and I do it myself. So when I know that I'm ready for calling in a divine timing, working through my divine timing, doing a quantum jump, shift, change, identity shift, whatever you want to call it, right? Improvement. What the law of resonance is visualization. Visualization is a portal. It's a portal, it's a gateway to that next level identity. So whether you're working through as a medical intuitive, if you're working through healing a emotion, a disease that's manifested a disease in the body, visualization is going to help you. So seeing yourself healthy and well, seeing yourself with the weight that you've released, seeing yourself with that soulmate, seeing yourself with a business that is sustaining X amount of money per month, per year, etc. You know, so that visualization is really, really important. And, you know, for me, the last few weeks, the visualizations have been very, very strong and very, very powerful because I'm holding the container for my clients to do this quantum jump and shift. So a visualization is a portal. It helps you to embody, see, sense, feel, know that you are already living the dream life that you aspire to be living. And it then sends energetic codes. So this is where you are, this is where you desire to be, right? That visualization starts to then send energy, okay, chords, and it starts to entangle it out onto the quantum. And then when we connect in with it, we start to embody her, right? See her, sense her, feel her, know her. And we start to entangle in that, then we start to mesh it, then we start to become it. Okay, so if it is that version of you that wants to lose 10 kilos, when we've merged into her and we see her wearing, you know, a beautiful dress and she's feeling healthy and she feels vibrant, she's got the energy, she's walking the talk, etc., etc., etc. She's meshed into that future version of herself. Then she will start behaving, taking the supplements, taking the right measures to be that person. So that visualization, the law of resonance, is really, really key in this divine timing and being this next level identity. Then I want to talk about the law of grace. So the law of grace, okay, is up for grabs at the moment. Okay, what I visualize is that I visualize all the time, right? Clairvoyance is that there is this beautiful energetic mesh shining over the planet at the moment. And what a lot of us are working through in this next eclipse season is releasing the law of cause and effect. So I see it like people, you know, when you do a bungee jump and you've got like your rope that you want to like click yourself onto, is a lot of people are clicked into this cause and effect, right? And it's showing up and it's vibrating a lot at the moment. And what I found interesting was, you know, looking through social media the other day, God, I noticed a lot of people on the rampage. And I was like, wow, this is really interesting. What's going on there? What am I seeing? What am I tuning into? And what I'm visualizing is that throughout this eclipse season is that this beautiful crystalline grid is coming down, and it's like a beautiful law, or the law of grace is hanging above us. And we need to be clipping onto working through the law of grace rather than the law of cause and effect, which is karma. And now I noticed that through doing week 1 in my quantum jump mastermind, is that I was disconnecting my my people in the group from this drama triangle into the Dharma triangle. And this is what I've been seeing on social media, is that there's a lot of people that are very angry and very fueled at the moment. And what we want to be doing on as a collective is releasing this karmic imprint of, having to work through things in the karmic triangle of victim, rescuer, persecutor, and move more into the Dharma triangle, which is working through the law of grace, which is wisdom, power. I like to say empowerment instead. I think that's much more powerful to say empowerment. So wisdom, empowerment, and love. So really disconnecting from that. And then as this eclipse season that's coming in at this moment in time, through September, is helping us realize where we're still connected to this karmic loop and moving more into this dharmic loop as well. And I was working through a lot of my clients through the Quantum Jump Mastermind, but also through private sessions as well, releasing from this. How do you release? Working through and learning your life lessons through the karmic loop and then moving into the grace loop. That's working in a session with me. So please feel free to, if this is sparking and you're getting all the feels through your body, you're meant to be hearing this. So please reach out and let's book you in for a session. I'll put all the details in the show notes as well. So I've spoken about visualization as a portal. I want to talk about synchronicities and signs. So if you're getting the tingles in your body with me talking about the law of grace rather than the law of cause and effect, okay, that's a synchronicity and a sign. So remember the timings, divine timings are always talking to us. It could be a song on a radio with the right words and the lyrics that you need to hear. It might be a flickering light. When your guides are close, you might see a feather on the floor. I actually have things set up to show me. Mine's an orange butterfly. It's a fox. And it's the number 555 as well. So I have certain synchronicities and signs as well. But it might also be perfectly timed conversations. You listening to this episode on my YouTube channel is a sign, okay? Just so you know. So they're not coincidences. Everything is a confirmation. So be very aware that throughout this next period of the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks, you are going to see signs. Take notice on them. Okay, don't ignore them. It might be a sign that don't go here, go here. Don't do this, do this. Stop doing that. Start doing this. They are signs. Okay, take note of that. One of the things that I get asked a lot is, can you change divine timing? And the answer is layered with that, in all fairness. Some parts of our lives are very, very fixed. Certain soul agreements, big events, children, marriages, divorces, moving, soulmates, soul families. Some of those are fixed, but some other parts can absolutely shift. And this is why it's important to understand the karmic loops, okay? And clearing those karmic loops, clearing contracts, etc. as well. I'm going to put in the show notes, I have complimentary meditations. There's about 7 in this, I call it my toolbox for people. And this toolbox will assist you in cutting cords, forgiveness work, realigning your energy centers as well. It's really key. And I was talking about this in my group last week, actually, on last sessions. We've done 2 now, around making sure that you, for good spiritual hygiene and good spiritual practice, that you want to be reassessing your energetic contracts with people, places, and situations. And this is really up for renewal as well. This is coming in very strong over this next eclipse season, is that where are you needing to readdress certain energetic contracts with people? And you can 100% re-establish new energetic contracts and get rid of old energetic contracts. What does that look like? If you keep feeling that you keep meeting the same type of person time and time again, you need to clear an energetic contract, okay? It's just that you're energetically calling in similar people that are wanting to teach you something. So we need to understand what the teaching is, but also to release that energetic contract, and if there is a karmic loop involved in that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I want you to remember that divine timing is never a punishment. It's a promise. It's a promise that you're not behind, you're not late, and you're not missing out on life. It actually is teaching you that you are on time and that you are ready to let things go in order to call the next thing in. We're in a 9-year, a 1 year next year, new beginnings. I spoke a lot at the beginning of the year. The message that came through from my guides to everybody was letting go of the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're very good at letting go of the ugly and the bad, but we're not very good at letting go of the good things in our life. And this year we are being asked to let go of the good things in our life. Some things are completing. So whether you're in a 3, 6, a 9, or we're in a 9-year, right, or a 13-year, there's things that I have been connected to, and it's a 13th year for me, right? And funnily enough, I actually moved out to Australia in 2013, if that's not a funny number. But you know, I was in Melbourne for, I think it was 10 years. So that was the end of a 9-year for me in Melbourne, and then moved up here to Brisbane, and it's a 3-year for me in Brisbane. So we really do play out these 3, 6, 9s, and 13 numbers as well. So where are you in your life? Where have you come to an end of a 3, a 6, a 9, or a 13? And that's teaching us something, okay? So 7s as well do play out as well, just so you know. But what are you being asked to let go of? And sometimes it's the good things in your life, and that's because we don't believe that we can have better. All right. So I'm going to let you pause and think on that. Let me know in the comments what you've thought about this this teaching and training today, this conversation. But if it's resonated with you, please give this video a like. Feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, or share it with someone that needs to hear this today, that you know that they're getting to a completion in part of their life, and they just need to hear that information that, you know, new beginnings next year. And, you know, where do you believe in your life that you don't think things can be better if you let go of the good things in your life that you currently have? If you'd like to go deeper, I'm going to be running another Quantum Jump Mastermind next year. And October, I am working very much with the Divine Feminine. That's what's being called for my October Mastermind. So that's working on mother wounds, sister wounds, female wounds, so that we can show up and be the best versions of ourselves. If that also sparks, the information will be in the show notes as well. So sending you lots of love. I hope you've enjoyed this conversation around divine timing and what's coming in for us over these next few weeks. Sending you lots of love, and thank you for listening.